What is up, guys? What is up? Hope everyone's doing well during quarantine. Um, Wanted to make a video to kind of display my current DC figure collection. Probably 75% Batman, but I love Batman. Shout out to my Batman drive sign, procured in Longview, Texas. Started collecting, like my first figure was the BVS Multiverse Batman figure, so that tells you about when I started. So I had a lot of catching up to do with the DCUC line and whatnot, but I've got my collection in a place I'm pretty happy with it, so thought I would show it off. So let's start. I'm also not a professional videographer, so sorry. So what we're looking at here is the Batman the Animated Series line from DC Collectibles. It's the recent one. I've got every figure in this line except for Renee Montoya because I didn't buy the GCPD Rogues gallery set. Put the Bat Cycle, turn the lights on for this. Put him on a stand. I love this figure. Love the cycle. It's one of my favorite vehicles from Batman lore ever. Reminded me of when he throws it in the fan in Mask of the Phantasm, so put it on a stand. Batmobile's back there looking all sleek. Got the cave with Alfred and Bruce. Master Bruce, why don't you clean your toys? I'm on the phone, Alfred. So we've got Tim from, or this is Dick actually, from Young Justice. Another one of my favorite animated shows. Batman, I don't think he's technically from Young Justice, but he's standing in. And then we've got the new Mattel Arkham figures. I'm sorry, McFarlane, not Mattel. I'm sorry, Todd. McFarlane is absolutely killing it right now, so I am not sad about more Batman. We've got the villains from the animated series from the original run. There's Christmas with the Joker back there with Slappy. Penguin. Love the Scarecrow figure. They took forever to release him. Like most people, I love the design of the original animated series a lot more than the new adventures, especially when it comes to the villains. I didn't mind the hero redesigns as much, but still prefer the original aesthetic. There's Beyond, of course. Grey Ghost and Zatanna. Then we've got the Justice League from DC Collectibles. Same line. I was fortunate to get the original releases with the grip hands. So Batman's got his batarang there, and Hawkgirl needs a mace. Wonder Woman also needs a lasso, but I digress. I love that line, though. They're great figures. If you're a fan, I suggest you get them. This is the rest of the villains from the original animated series. I also don't have the Harley Quinn Expressions pack yet. I just haven't bought it because I have like at least 3 animated Harley Quinn figures. It's from the Mad Love pack, and got several others as you've seen. So here's the New Adventures, another shelf of villains. Amazes me they made a Roxy Rocket figure but no redesigned Penguin figure. Batman variants and some of the heroes, anti-heroes from the New Adventures. We've got the heroes. I think Nightwing's wing ring. Is that what he calls his batarang? It fell back there. I got Superman animated series. I do have this new Jason Todd from this Adventure Continues line. I ordered the Azrael Batman, or I pre-ordered all of them, but it hasn't come in yet. So we've got the rest of the villains from the New Adventures. And then I'll pop over and show you the epic DC Collectibles Batwing that's almost impossible to display. He's actually going to start hanging. Got the lights on in the cockpit, so you can see that. We'll start hanging pretty soon, so I can have more shelf space because I'm almost out. So this next part of my collection is probably my favorite. It's my Batman and Comics kind of line, I guess you could say. I tried to collect a Batman figure for every suit he's ever worn in the comics in the main continuity. I think I've almost got them all, but you can tell me if I'm missing any. So. And then I tried to kind of start building, I always got a Joker and a Robin, and then try to build the rest of the family as I found figures. So this first shelf is like 1939 through like 1969. So if I go through every figure, it'll take way too long to upload this thing, and no one will want to watch it. So I'm just going to kind of go slowly. You've got your 70s Batman. You kind of see this 70s suit back there with 70s Nightwing through, like, you know, probably the late 90s, really. Like, this is the Nightfall Essentials figure, but Batman wore that suit. You know, there's a few variations on it. I've got a Killing Joke figure over here that's a variant on the blue with the capsule belt, but for the most part, he wore that suit from the 70s through the late 90s, or at least early 90s. It's my favorite. I love Tim Drake. I love these shelves. Love the Asbats. We've got the unmasked Bruce Wayne with the first appearance of the trunkless suit on No Man's Land. I don't care what anyone says, that's Jason Todd. Then we've got your Jim Lee 2000s era shelf. That's probably my favorite Robin suit that exists. I do really like the Drake Red Robin suit, but Hush Batman, Cass Kane, Oracle. Kind of cheated in a few places with some Arkham Knight figures when I couldn't find a good replacement, but little Damien, little turd. We got some villains in the back from the Hush line. Gordon, Alfred, Batman of Zurt NR. It's like one of my favorite figures. And Bat Knight. Alright, then we go into, like, maybe my favorite era. I keep saying everything's my favorite, but I really love the Grant Morrison run on Batman. So you've got the Final Crisis. It's an awesome figure. Battle Damage. Got 2 Dick Grayson Batmans, so I could do an unmasked. Got Knight. A lot of Batman Inc. stuff here. Azrael. You can't really see him all right now, unfortunately, but that's the Two-Face in the Batman suit, which is another freaking awesome figure. Steph Brown, Batgirl. And then this actually is, like, at least in my top 2 favorite Batman figures, the Batman Inc. Batsuit figure. Red Robin. Alright, so then we're going to kind of pivot, because I want to go in order. And then we're going to jump to the... I'll go ahead and show you the New 52. This is just the New 52 Justice League that Batman hangs out with. I love a couple of these are from the Capullo line. I love Capullo Superman and Wonder Woman. They're awesome. I really love the New 52 designs. A lot of people didn't, but I didn't like this Red Robin as much as the original. But don't even get me started on Drake. So, got the New 52 Bat Family. Joe's Garage Joker back there. Capullo Nightwing is another great figure that really captures, I feel like, the look of the comic. Got Duke back there. Mr. Gordon. We get into the Rebirth era. I'm waiting on my black Rebirth Essentials figure to come in. You can see some of my Damians repeat because I think I have every Damian figure that they've made, except for the Ninja Turtles one. Batwing, Essentials Red Hood, and then this is kind of just for the current era where we're at now. So we got some McFarlane figures. Still building this one up because they really haven't released many. And then can't look at Batman without looking at the mech suits. Batmobile from the comics. It's the Capullo Batman. Got the Build-A-Figure rookie and the Capullo rookie with Gordon in it. Thrasher suits. Justice Buster. And Hellbat. Like, I will say it shows how awesome McFarlane is. That's a $20 figure compared to, you know, a $60 figure, and they both look amazing. There's the Bat Raptor, the Batman in it. And we'll jump back over here. So these are just kind of little one-offs. Like, here's some shelf. This is a shelf just for Arkham and Injustice, Batman and Joker. You've just got some random variants from Elseworld Tales, like Earth 2, Bermejo Batman, Hush variant, Gotham by Gaslight. Then you've of course got to have your entire Dark Knight Returns shelf. And then a few more variants. You've got the 0 Year Capullo, another Earth 2 Batman, Vampire Bats, Beyond. Still working on the variants, but you got your Killing Joke 2-pack here. It's a great set if you're into it. Got your Long Halloween, Dark Victory. Next month I'm gonna try to complete this line. Batarang fell on the ground. Sorry about the train that runs by my house, but I'm gonna get Hatter and Two-Face and Catwoman. I think next month is my hope, so I can complete this set. Got the new White Knight and Curse of the White Knight figures that came out. I hate this train, but I'm not stopping at this point because, I mean, McFarlane is just killing it with these guys, man. Look at this. That detail, that grapple gun. And we've got, this shelf is kind of just like the little one-off stories. It's like Flashpoint here. I sticky tack some guns, and then of course, like right as I spend a lot of money on this figure, McFarlane announces one with guns. It looks amazing. So this is from Doomsday Clock. It's all the Watchmen figures they released. I'm gonna try to pick up a Silk Spectre and Night Owl from one of the original Watchmen lines, so I have the original Watchmen as well. The Son of Batman DCAU figures. I really ended up loving this universe. A lot of people took them, you know, with Apocalypse War especially. It was just, I really love what they did. I hope they do something connected again like that. So that's this side of the world. And we'll go back to this shelf because you gotta kind of got some icons hanging out here. You got Lex and Superman. And they're Batman and Harley. They're just a little smaller so they fit in those spaces. The Batman. Then you've got your definitive Batman villains shelf here. Too many to list, but a lot of Capullos, some Arkham figures to kind of fill in the gaps, like with Hugo and Talia. Love that build. Man, I will say Mattel, while some of their figures weren't that great, they did some awesome Build-A-Figures. Gotta have Bane. Then we're gonna get into some Superman villains, kind of the bread of the sandwich here. Darkseid, Grail, and Superboy Prime. Then over here we got our Superman villains. Build-A-Figure Doomsday. Cyborg Superman. What a better transition. Quick shout out to my Star Wars shelves. Sorry if anyone doesn't like my, there's one DC figure up there. It's Winged Wonder Woman. Sorry if you don't like football. I kind of meshed all my hobbies in this room, so I've got my Cowboys stuff, jerseys everywhere. Here's my Superman shelf. I love Superman as well, so I've got a lot from him. Gotta have the red and blue. Found that Red Sun Superman for like $30 at my local comic shop. I was really happy about that one. Definitely had to go with the DCUC instead of the New Essentials Black Suit Superman. And then just a lot of different stuff. Unmasked line. So here's my Batman on film. Shout out to BOF shelf. Got your Nolanverse figures there. I was going to collect a lot more of these, and then I got into the comics a little more. I need to go back and get Two-Face and some of those other guys. Keaton, of course you got to shout out to Adam West in that line. Could probably get the rest of those villains as well. You got your Keaton, Schumacher, Burton verse here. So it's Batman on film. And here's my Green Lantern collection. Just got a big infusion of lanterns thanks to John Paul Ragusa from the DC Action Figures page, so thank you for that. Got Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz there. There's Parallax Hell. I do have Green Lantern Batman in the mail, but I got him from a guy in Spain, and he's taking like a month to get here, so got him and Alex Ross Joker on the way. I don't have too many of the other. It's probably the next thing I'm going to go after is kind of the indigo and red and orange lanterns, so that's all the Green Lanterns. And then we go down here, we've got the Titans. Took me a while to find a couple of these guys. Brightest Day line is really great. They made some good figures. That's where that Aqualad is from. Like I said, you're going to see the same Damien figure. I think I've got at least 2 dupes of Damien. So that's the Teen Titans, like that 80s Cyborg. DCUC figures, I started with those before BVS was a train wreck. I mean, I actually like BVS okay. Really hated Justice League. I didn't like the characterizations of BVS very much, but this is kind of the CW shelf and the DCUC. I really love Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. And I love Ben Affleck as Batman and Cavill as Superman. I just wish they had better direction. This Black Manta figure is low key one of the best figures they've released, and you can't even see him in the dark there. But then we've got the Alex Ross Batmans, the Kingdom Come staple, of course. And that's from the Justice storyline. There's the Batmobile he built it from. Nice animated series statue. Some Funko. This is like my one Batman. I'm not a big Funko Pop guy. Just couldn't get into them. This is from the Batman Ninja line. These are SH Figure Arts. Another Adam West dupe that's just hanging out there. And then this is the final kind of coup de grace. I'm sorry that it's got football jerseys as a background, but this is my big DC battle scene. So it's mostly essentials. I'm going to get up a little bit closer. Got Rebirth Batman. Rebirth is definitely my favorite bat suit. Joker stabbing him in the head, being a dick. Though Green Arrow's about to shoot Slade in the head. Robin, you got the Justice League Dark coming in through a portal, ready to help out. New 52 Martian Manhunter and Brainiac. Flash and Mr. Eobard Thawne. Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. Mr. L. Kamikaze here versus Lex. I've never had sex, Luthor. He strikes me as a guy that doesn't get laid much. He's always so angry. I do like that armor, though. It is nice. Cyborg from that's from the Flashpoint. I've actually got another one on the way, so he can go with to finish out the Flashpoint set. I just really liked him as a figure. Vandal Savage behind him. Then you've got Hal Jordan fighting with Sinestro as Star Sapphire looks on. Then you've got, of course, the centerpiece, which is the amazing New 52 Deluxe Darkseid. John Stewart's about to blast him in the face while he rips Hawkgirl's legs off, and Hogman tries to save her by cutting off Darkseid's arm. Then over here, we've got Shazam and Black Adam getting all sparkly. We've got the Atlanteans fighting together, King and Queen. It's Brightest Day Mara. You can see it always gets hard to focus right here because of the window light, so I apologize, but love the Essentials line, man. I'm really disappointed with the lazy re-releases, but the initial releases were great. And then, of course, the New 52 Crime Syndicate from Forever Evil. Deathstorm and Firestorm. They're also coming in from a portal. That's what I pretend, because I play pretend with my figures. Then this is kind of your Justice League Unlimited from the comics, I guess you could say. Got a lot of the additional characters here. I'm eventually going to put together a Justice Society shelf. Got I have most of the icons line, I think. You saw a lot of them scattered out, but this is the kind of another Justice League set. You see the BVS Batmobile in the background. But it's the Icons Justice League Rebirth set. I think those are some of the new 52. Have to have the Fastest Man Alive shelf representing. There's Grodd being a dick, getting punched. Digga. Captain Cold. Another Johnny Quick back there. Last but not least, just a few randos. I got Multiverse, Wonder Woman, Black Lightning, and then I don't know why, but I kind of I was like, I think I almost have all the Martian Manhunters, so I started just picking up random Martian Manhunters because I do like him as a character. And that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Think the mech suits and go Cowboys.